Okay, so this is our welcome back video for pre-AP Chemistry. I just wanted to take a minute to kind of introduce myself and to welcome you to the 2020-21 school year. My name is Amy Cater. I'll be teaching AP Chemistry, pre-AP Chemistry, and Algebra with Finance this year. This is my first year at Priceville High School, so I am super excited to be here and looking forward to getting to know all of you, whether you are traditional in class or remote. Just looking forward to starting this school year. It's been a strange 4 months off, but looking forward to getting back at it. So, like I said, I wanted to take this time to just kind of go over a few things. There's going to be so many new things this year, and it's a little overwhelming, so I wanted to make a video that maybe you could refer back to in a week or two when you think, well, I know they said it at the beginning of the year, but I can't really remember what they said. You can go back to this video, and hopefully this will help you. So first off, Schoology is going to be one of the big things this year that is new for everybody. So we're all learning how to use it. It's going to change from time to time. This is what you see here on my screen is my home page for my second period pre-AP Chemistry class, but 4th and 7th will look basically the same as this, just different sections. So this is how I'm setting it up for right now. This could change. You can see that my little classroom, these are links to different things. Those may change over time. So like I said, we're kind of all learning this together, but I think it's going to prove to be a really good resource for you and a really good way to do things, to have everything in Schoology and moving along. You all know, hopefully you will come to know where everything is, and you won't have to worry about keeping up with it in a notebook maybe. And so let's just kind of jump into what we have here. So you can see on my syllabus that I have my syllabus here. There's a link to that. I have a daily agenda and a place to contact me. This just has my email address, or it will have when I get that link fixed. It will have a link to contact me through my email. Okay, so the first thing will come up will be this, and for purposes of the first few days of school, I have a folder called Welcome Back. Okay, and then all of our units are outlined in these folders, and they're broken down by days, and we'll get to that in just a minute. So let's go back to this Welcome Back to folder. This is just a little PowerPoint to let you know a little bit about me, since I am new to Priceville this year. So on the Welcome Back folder, this is what we'll be going through the first day of school, or some of the things we'll be going through the first few days of school. So we'll get to bell ringers in just a minute. We have our safety contracts, we have our syllabus, and we have the student information procedures form. I'm actually going to put this up here at the top because that'll be the first thing we do. No, it won't. Sorry. We'll actually do the bell ringer first. So the student information procedures form just kind of tells me a little bit about y'all and tells you how the class will run. Now, please bear in mind some of these procedures are going to have to change due to COVID-19 restrictions and things like that to try and keep us all safe. So please be aware that there are a few procedures in there that are going to be different, and we're gonna that'll have to be kind of overwritten by what we as a school are going to do. So bear that in mind. I'll try and get those changed as soon as possible. So I'll click on that and let you see what that looks like. It's just a Google form. I get just, again, the first part is just giving me some information about y'all, and then the second part is just going to be telling y'all about, clicking that, how the school is going to be run. Oops, can't do that. I need to change that. How our procedures are going to run in our classroom. Okay. So that'll be the first thing that you'll fill out when you come in on the first day of school, or if you're doing this remotely, this will be the first thing that you do on that first day. Our bell ringers, every day we will have a daily agenda So let's get back to the course. Okay, you can see on our little classroom, we have a daily agenda. If you click on that daily agenda, we have what we're going to do for the day will pop up. Okay, so it's going to have today's date on it. It has what we're doing for today. It has what you should be able to do by the time you leave out of class or shortly thereafter, what we did in the last class and what we're going to do in the next class. And in the middle, I put a bell ringer. And every day you'll have a bell ringer. It'll just be a little question. Obviously, this one has nothing to do with chemistry, but the rest of them will have to do with chemistry or safety or something that you learned the day before, that kind of thing. So there's your bell ringer. And what you will do is you'll keep this tab open. You'll go back to your Schoology, go back to the folder for that day, and here's your bell ringer. Okay? You will answer that bell ringer on this Google document. And you'll have this blank document in your drive. Once you open it up, it's going to save a copy to your drive, and you will just put your answer right there. You can put today's date and then put your answer. What I would like for you to do is make sure that every day you put that day's bell ringer at the top of the page. Okay, so you'll type in, okay, the next day, you'll come back in the next day, and you'll put your answer for that day at the top, not at the bottom. And that way we'll have a running list of all of our bell ringers for the whole year with the most recent one at the top. That just makes it easier for me to grade, and it makes it easier for you to type on. You don't have to scroll down and search for stuff if you put the most recent one at the top. So that's how our bell ringers are going to work. So we'll do that the first day. We'll do our bell ringer. We'll fill out our student information and procedures form. Safety contract is the next thing that's like super, super, super important. You have to have a safety contract before you're allowed to participate in any labs, and we will be doing a lot of labs this year, either remotely or in-person labs. So if you are taking the remote option, we are going to get some version or some form of a virtual lab for you to participate in as well, because I just feel like it's really important to understanding chemistry if you kind of see it in action, and that's what the labs are supposed to be designed for. So you must have a lab safety contract filled out. So you'll just download this. We're going to go over these rules in class, and we'll actually also have a quiz covering these rules when we're done going over them. So you can see there's all of the rules, and then here's a place for you to sign, and here's a place for you to sign, and a place for your parents to sign. So please make sure you sign and you fill out these questions as well. Safety in the lab is very important, and we want to make sure that you're doing these labs safely so that you can enjoy them and get the most benefit from them. So be prepared for that. Your safety test, of course, will come from these rules. We're going to pass these out on the first day. You'll get a paper copy on the first day. If you're doing it remote, you can just print one off for when you come back. If you're doing the virtual lab options, obviously there's no need for you to have a safety contract at that point, but when you come back in person, you do need to have one signed. So after our safety contract, we'll be going over our syllabus. And our syllabus is just going to tell us a little bit about, a little bit more detail about what this class is like and what we're expecting from you. So I'll let you read through this. This is a class designed to prepare you to take AP Chemistry. And AP Chemistry is basically the freshman year of chemistry. So this is a rigorous course. It is difficult, but it's definitely not impossible. It is a very practical course for you to take, and it's one that's going to really improve your critical thinking skills and things like that. So that'll let you read that about academic dishonesty. We talked about lab safety. You can contact me through email. Okay. Attendance with chemistry, both AP and pre-AP, or any chemistry course, it's a lot like math. So what you learn today, we use tomorrow. and it just continues to build. So it's very important that you're here as much as possible, and when you're not here, that you get your work made up and you as soon as possible. I have lecture notes and assignments, and all of those will be posted in Schoology. So if you're out for anything or you lose something, it's all going to be there in Schoology for you to download and get that material. So please don't get behind. And if you have a question, if there's something you don't understand, please ask it before it gets too far, because since it does build, things like that tend to snowball. So please, if you don't want to ask a question in class, I understand that. Not everybody likes to do that, but you can email me or talk to me after class or something like that, and that it's just really important for you to get that straightened out as soon as possible. Or maybe a study group will help and be better. Maybe they can explain it to you in a different way that helps you to understand that. So make sure that you are getting that information down before it gets too far. Homework, you are going to have homework at least once or twice a week. And this homework is designed to practice the things that we learn in class, and so that you can do them at home. If you can do them at home by yourself, then it makes it much easier when it comes test time. What my ultimate goal is to kind of flip this classroom so that we're doing lectures and video by video, and that would be your homework. And then we come in here and we practice those concepts together in class, and we're doing practice problems, we're doing activities, we're doing labs while you're here in person, and then you're doing the videos at home. That's kind of the ultimate goal, but it may take us a little while to get to that point with everything that's going on. So succeeding in chemistry, the main thing is to stay organized, to do your homework, and to ask for help when you need it. Form a study group, however that may be possible in these times, but get with a friend, study with a friend. A lot of times that's easier. We do not have access, I need to change this, we do not have access to AP Classroom because y'all are still pre-AP, but I will, as I find websites and things like that that might be helpful for you, I will be posting them here in the syllabus. So this just gives us kind of a brief overview of what we're covering. It's a very tentative schedule. I don't have exam dates put in yet, but I will be having exam dates put in, and as they get put in, this gets updated in Schoology, so you'll be able to find them there. But these are all the topics that we'll be covering in this course. So that's a little bit about the syllabus. You do need to make sure you go back through and read it in more detail. Calculator is about the only equipment that you'll need for this class. And just a cheap TI-30 will be fine, just a scientific calculator. If you happen to have a graphing calculator, that's okay, but we're not going to be doing anything fancy with it. We're just going to be doing some Algebra 1 type math, maybe some Algebra 2 type math, possibly, but mainly just Algebra 1. So just a regular scientific calculator is all you'll need. If you want to print out the notes, you'll need a binder to keep them in, but you can do we're going to try and do as much as possible digitally without having to pass papers back and forth. So bear that in mind. But if you want to print off the notes, it's fine for you to do that and keep them in a binder for your own. However you study best will be fine. So with that said, let's go back to our Schoology page and talk about how notes are going to work. What's the day-to-day thing going to look like in this class? So if we go back to the home page, so like I said, what you'll do every day when you come in is you'll click on the daily agenda. You'll go to whatever unit we're in. So obviously Unit 1 is our first unit. And you can see that I've broken the unit up into days. Okay, so you'll go to day 1. You'll click on that folder. And here we have our bell ringer document. Here are your student notes. And then we have, you see on mine, I have some assignments that we'll be doing. So here's a lab we'll be doing. Here's a checkpoint question. And we'll just use these as practice questions. At some point, they may become graded as actual quizzes, things like that. But the student notes, what you're going to do with those is, this is just a Word document, so you can You'll download it, open it up. You can either print it off if you want to, or just use it digitally, because like I said, it's a Word document, so you can edit it however you want. There's also going to be videos on here to cover the PowerPoints that go with the notes. Okay, so those PowerPoints will be put in here. You'll have videos put in here. This is my AP class, so it'll look something like this. Material won't be the same, but it'll look like this. So student notes and videos. So you'll open up and there'll be videos over those notes. And then there'll be another, in that folder, there'll be a PowerPoint that will go with that. The PowerPoint is just there for you as an extra resource, really. It's basically the exact same thing as the notes. And what I do in the video is I take that PowerPoint and I lecture on it. I add some extra explanations, some extra examples, things to emphasize. And those are things that you're going to need to be adding to your notes. And that'll be in the directions. So you see, and here's the directions. Watch the video, go over the PowerPoint, add anything given in the video to the notes that are attached. Okay, so that's what you'll be doing for yours as well. You'll watch the video, you'll add anything to the student notes, any additional information that's in the notes, you'll add in the video, you'll add those to your notes. And that's what you're going to use to study by. That's going to be kind of the main focus. So when you need to study, that's where you're going to go, is your notes. So it's really, really, really important for you to watch the videos and take good notes on those videos. So that's how that will work. And then after we finish going over that, then you'll be doing your activities. So every day we'll have a list of assignments, a list of things that we will do for that day, and you just work your way through them basically. And they all will be set up kind of the same, with a bell ringer, student notes, and activities. And you'll just go through those 3 things each day for a particular unit. And let's see, I think that's the main gist of what you need to know about how this class works. I'm just trying to look through here and see if there's anything else we need to add to that. I think that's it. So this is just kind of for you to refer back to. This will be the same thing we'll be talking about the first couple of days of school. And we'll be doing a lot of practicing on how to use Schoology, how to get logged in, and where to find things and that kind of thing. So, I'm really excited to be here. I'm excited to start class, and I can't wait to meet all of you. Have a great day.